Live on, we got mat number 1, we got Lucas Pinheiro already in action. We're gonna have an exciting day. Marcelo, how stoked are you to be here today?
I am super stoked. Thank you for having me, Ricardo. I can't wait for what's gonna happen today. This match right here, Lucas started doing his work early on, and he's already trying to pass there. Pressure pass.
Yeah, Lucas, sorry, go ahead.
We got some great matches coming up.
Yes, so Lucas Pinheiro on the top, white kimono against Wellison Nascimento from Melky Galvão Jiu-Jitsu. Pinheiro on the bottom, sorry, on the top, trying to put that pressure, stacking the leg there on Nascimento.
Both athletes have great pressure, and they're really looking for it. Lucas was telling, actually, Peter Frank was telling me how special it is to come to Brazil. They've been fighting the very active competitors, but they fight all the time. But they were telling me yesterday how special it is to be able to fight Brazilian nationals. All of these Brazilian athletes living in the States, when they come here, they say there's a special taste. So they really want to get this medal home.
Yeah, a lot of the transplanted Brazilians living in the United States, guys like Lucas Pinheiro, Peter Frank, Luisa Monteiro, so many other athletes, Felipe Andrew, making their return home on native soil to get that Brazilian national championship, and a lot of people looking for that Grand Slam, that title by winning all the major IBJJF competitions, from the Pan Ams to Brasileiros to Europeans, and then eventually World Championships. We've had a lot more competitors looking for the Grand Slam crown, I think, than ever before in the history of the sport.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And when you look right outside the mats, you see Melky Galvão and Andre Galvão both side by side coaching their athletes, fighting each other. Great sight to see. And then you see Gui Mendes right next to them as well.
The battle of Galvão students here.
Yeah.
in Barueri.
One would think they're related, but they're not. It's just
Galvão's like Smith in the United States.
They just share a last name, but they're going to war against each other. Yeah, Angélica Galvão is right there as well. They're watching the action closely right here. We got some great matches still today happening. Great crew from Atos here doing work as well. And Lucas he's still working on trying to pass there, but it looks like his friend is not going to cooperate. Not yet so far. He's almost out, and he passes. Or not.
Not completely. He's got to pass that arm free on the leg there before he gets the pass points.
Good move right there.
Technically, Wellison is still kind of playing guard, because he's got the shin underneath the arm, but he's basically got his back pinned from my position pretty much. He's like 75% pass at this point. Just gotta staple and seal the deal, but using that little inch to try to finish the pass was enough for Wellison to recover and just brought things back to neutral now. Now we're back into more contemporary passing position.
Great guard retention and recovery there. Now he's got his grips back, full guard.
Now you see Wellison using the closed guard. He's Melky Galvão student, so don't be surprised if you see him go for that 2-on-1 to the back take that Mika Galvão has made popular, bringing back the old school jiu-jitsu closed guard in new fashion here. Pinheiro on top, relentless, got the opening of the guard, looking to pass, now going towards the back, hand inside the collar, so he's threatening a choke and pass and back take all at the same time. Triple attack, triple threat.
He's been relentless.
One hook in now for Lucas Pinheiro, and it looks like he's got a nice grip on that collar. He's looking to seal the deal here, Marcelo.
He's about to do it. He's looking like he's going to get the tap.
Choke is in place. Put a fork
Choke
in him,
is
and he is
in.
done. Lucas Pinheiro gets the submission.
Gets the tap, starts the day.
Yeah, what a way to put everyone else on notice. Lucas Pinheiro is not playing here.
Sends a message to the division. Came to win. Very tough match.
Yes, yes. Pinheiro, originally from Manaus, Brazil, competing against Nascimento, also athlete from Manaus. There is your winner, Lucas Pinheiro from Atos Jiu-Jitsu.
Got his game face on.
That he does.
He's not even a smile. He's ready for the next.
He might smile on the podium. He might. Now, he's an intense guy.
Yeah. We'll see what's going to happen.
For you guys following at home, once again, this is the 2023 Brasileiro Brazilian National Championships. Ricardo Amendolia here with Mr. Marcelo da Silva. And we'll be taking a quick break until the next match. Stay tuned, guys. Ricardo Amendolia here with Mr. Marcelo da Silva. And we're going to be calling the action here all day long from Barueri here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Carlos Alberto Oliveira, Suarez da Silva. Brasileiros known as the largest competition in the IBJJF circuit, and definitely one of the toughest. A lot of competitors here that can't make their way out of the, not even out of the state, let alone out of the country or to Europe or California for Worlds. So
many times that is definitely the case for visa issues, financial issues. But here in Brazil, when you get here, you get some guys that they might not be international heroes, but they are sure very, very tough. You see all of these guys here. And it might be the case right here when watching. We still got a lot of action to go. Looks like he's setting up a good warm guard right there. Not anymore. All right, he changed his mind real quick. Right there, he's going to try to pass standing. Some really good lapel action going right there. Now he passes it through. Seems like he's got that leg fully repped up. Don't want to let that leg go. He's going to get up. Try to break that grip right there. it's really tough to break that grip. Seems like that left leg is completely immobilized right there. He's got total control of that leg. Foot on the biceps. It looks like there's a sweep fully set up right there. Waiting for the perfect moment. It feels like someone is going to try to explode anytime here. And that's the thing with these guys. You don't want to blink. You might miss the action.
Carlos Alberto Oliveira against Andrew Suarez dos Santos. GF team against Qatar BJJ Vision Brazil. Andrew Suarez on top, white kimono. Carlos Alberto, blue kimono on the bottom. 0-0, 5:30 to go. Don't forget, guys, if you are watching this on FloGrappling, you can watch all the archives for the entire Brasileiro event, as well as all the upcoming events, such as Who's Number One, the IBJJF World Championships, and a whole lot more coming to you live on FloGrappling.
It's been 8 full days, Ricardo.
Yeah.
8 full days, 9-hour days of pure jiu-jitsu. We've had the kids, we've had the teens, we've had the adults, the masters, and we certainly have saved the best for last. Today, we see the black belt finals.
The best for last here in Brazil. Battling it out in Sao Paulo. Carlos Alberto lacing those legs in between, trying to control distance here of Andrew Suarez.
He's been keeping really good control. He's got really good grips all the time, controlling his opponent, making it really difficult for him to pass.
Yeah, you know, the lasso guard, sometimes it's a good position of, obviously, a very technical position, but it also does a good job of controlling the top player. Having said that, Carlos Alberto now transitioning, lacing his leg underneath.
Leg wrapped up right there.
Yep. Mixing things up a little bit, got like a single leg X action going. Can't see where that, oh yeah, he's got the sleeve control on the far side. It's a nice entanglement and it's a good position. He's gonna try to get the sleeve of André Suarez if he can. Trying to break that posture.
Yeah, he seems to be really postured up right there. He's got good position, good control right there.
Andrew Suarez, he's got to be a little bit more aggressive here. This is, you know, sort of the criticisms of people playing with the rules, doing just enough to kind of stay in the match, but not really doing anything.
Yeah, and also, if it's tied up and you leave it in the hands of the judges, anything can happen.
Yeah.
They have to make the decision for you. You got to go out there and look for it. Really look for that submission, for that sweep, for that pass. You got to show that you're attacking. You're trying to make it happen.
Carlos Alberto now inverting now.
Looks like going to have a little leg lock action.
It was, you know, the timing of the referee stopping that was kind of crucial because he did it just as he was kind of trying to switch that leg over to the opposite side. But, you know, Carlos Alberto not giving up, not distracted, continuing to attack the leg of André Suarez.
Now he doesn't have that angle anymore. Maybe for a foot lock, can get him off balance.
Yeah, but now he's in the dreaded 50-50.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. Which is, you know what? Could it be super dangerous if it's Bianca Basilio?
Exactly.
You know, but some people more than others use the position strategically. Let's just say that. a little too strategically sometimes.
We will see some great footlockers today. Luisa Monteiro is here today. Bianca Basile is here today. Great foot attacks as well. They don't try to use it very strategically. They try to finish you. You don't want to play 50-50 with those girls.
It's the Zapateras.
The Zapateras, yeah. And Felipe Andrew, of course.
Yeah. Student of somebody you're pretty familiar with there at Zenith, right?
Yes, sir.
Cavaca, the leg lock master.
Rodrigo Cavaca, great understanding of leg entanglement.
I think Cavaca, you know, Bianca Basilio, Felipe Andrew, they do this amazing job. Guys like Isaac Dauderlane, like they do this amazing job of just kind of bringing the leg lock game back into the gi, you know, and making that Bochinha lock just so dangerous. And I love the way they use it to kind of complement the sweeps, combine it with sweeping attacks and off balancing, you know.
There's always a threat.
Yeah.
There's always a threat. They might use it to attack you, to finish you, or for a sweep. And in either way, they have that leg controlled because you don't want to expose yourself. So it's always a threat for you there.
Carlos Alberto really going for that finish. Here we go, the awkward 50-50 stand. Andrew Suarez just defending and just trying to maintain balance and base. 14 seconds left.
Somebody's going to have to make that decision. They have 10 seconds to make it happen, Ricardo.
Yeah, it's, again, this is not the most entertaining way but to finish matches, but it's a grind, it's a grit. It's really tough to do what they're doing too.
When you get to the highest level, when you get to the quarterfinals of the Brazilian Nationals, you will find that there's very little technical difference.
Yeah.
The levels are very, very close, and it's just hard to get things done. No one gives it to you. You got to go out there and get it.
And it's high stakes, you know. This is for Brazilian Nationals. This is the best of Brazil. It's not just the medal that we're going for. It's the name. It's the prestige. It's the honor. You know, it's being called Brazil's best is a huge thing. So let's see what the judges have to decide here.
That's what they're going to say.
Yeah, Carlos Alberto, Oliveira.
He does it.
I think, you know, rightfully so. I missed the action for about 1 minute, but from what I saw, Carlos Alberto was on the attack for more of the time here.
It definitely felt more aggressive. And again, they were working. No shame to these guys.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more action live from the 2023 Brasileiros. Guys, we are back here at the 2023 Brasileiro Jiu-Jitsu. Wesley Souza, Santos versus Romel, Fernandes de Oliveira. Wesley Souza from Dream Art, Romel from Kronos BJJ. Nice passing attempt here right away from the player on the top. Getting that foot on, double foot on the bicep there, trying to make space from the bottom here. This is a Pluma adult quarterfinal match here, mat number 1, live from Barueri in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Dream Art versus Kronos BJJ.
All right, seems like they got tangled up right there. Almost going to a 50-50 again.
Wesley Santos on top of Romel Fernandez. Romel trying to get up. He's got like he had a very interesting sweep attempt there. Had both legs underneath the right leg. Interesting grips on the pant there. Kind of like a modified outside half guard of some sort.
Different configuration, yeah.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
And that's the thing with all major tournaments. Every year, someone comes up with a new thing.
Yeah. New technique, new grip, new position.
Everybody's working on a surprise.
And Wesley now go for the toe hold.
Toe hold.
Romel,
spin outside.
Romel spinning to the outside, but he's got to watch he doesn't get penalized for rolling out of bounds here. So you notice he stopped. He stopped rolling out and went back in, and I think he realized that he wasn't in too much danger, especially with the leg extended. When the leg gets bent, then there's a lot more torque that could happen on that foot. But because his leg was still out, like kind of extended, he knew that he wasn't in too much danger, so he opted to prohibit the roll from happening so he would not get penalized. Yeah. Very smart strategy. That comes with a ton of experience.
Very conscious fighter. He was looking at the ref even.
Yeah.
He was afraid he was going to get penalized. He stopped spinning. Defended his foot beautifully right there.
Now Wesley has got the 50-50, playing with the lapels a little bit, but he looks like he's not a 50-50 staller. He looks more like a 50-50 zapatero, a guy that's going to go to break some legs in that position. So Wesley Santos going for it.
And he's holding that sleeve control right there. He is holding on for dear life. He doesn't want to allow that hand to wrap up his foot.
If you notice, they both have essentially the exact same grips. Foot in the biceps, leg entangled, both foot on the pants, or foot on the sleeve, foot on the pants. But just, you know, again, prohibiting any sort of leg attacks.
Mirror position.
Mirror positioning, exactly.
Someone's going to try to get up real soon here.
Romel.
And he did.
Wesley Santos gets to the top position.
Attempting to go to the back a little bit.
So a lot of points being exchanged. Looks like the score is 4-4 now. I blinked and missed one of the exchanges there, but very, very different pace from the previous matches.
Totally, and similar positioning. Now he's trying what seems to be a setup for, or a calf lock. You're pressing the shin against the calf right there. Can't quite see it from here, but it looks like they're attacking. Someone just got disqualified. From our point of view,
yeah, just his leg.
Right here.
Romel's leg. I don't know if you guys can see it at home, but I believe that Romel got DQ'd, yeah. if I'm not mistaken here. And I think Wesley is going to walk away. But from the angle that I saw, it looked like Homel's leg was laced in an illegal position. But I just saw kind of like a from behind, so I'm not too sure if that was the case. But
couldn't really tell.
It was a DQ, we know that.
Definitely.
Yeah, as I said, the winner, Wesley Santos, by disqualification of his opponent.
It didn't seem like there was any malice there, any ill intent. It was just in the heat of battle.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. Coming up next, Diego Baby Shark Hayes will be coming up here live at Brasileiros.
My name is Tainan Dalpra. I started in jiu-jitsu when I was 5 years old. I want to make people from jiu-jitsu look at me as a good person, not as just a fighter, but as a good person.
When you're a competitor, when you want to be a champion, when you want to be the best, this needs to be the priority of your life.
Let's go, tie your belt fast, be ready. 1, 2.
This is just the beginning. Like, he's 21 years old, you know, and we'll be.
All right, we are back here live at the Brasileiros, and we got Diego Hayes, the baby shark, the megalodon, against Jonathan Frazon Angelim. This is a men's quarterfinal featherweight matchup. Here, Diego Hayes, baby shark, megalodon, one of the superstars of Team Melky Galvão in the blue kimono, against Jonathan Frazon in the white kimono here, live in Barueri. Diego Hayes immediately pulling guard into an inversion. His opponent looking to pass, stacks one leg and looking to pass the guard very aggressively of Diego Hayes is Frazon.
Not intimidated at all by Baby Shark.
Frazon with a nice diving guard pass attempt there, looking to get a nice collar grip to get to the back, but Diego did a great job of recovering. Now in an inverted position, doing what he does, just getting his hips in line underneath the hips of his opponent so that he could get into optimal sweeping position, looking for those grips on the pant. There it is. Nice little teeter-totter sweep, gets to the top, does Diego Hayes, up 2 points in under 1 minute.
Diego Hayes being Diego Hayes, right?
Diego Hayes, nice little scramble. Look at the balance and counter ability of Diego Hayes there. That was awesome. Frazon had his arm elevated, looking for that joga fora do lixo, take out the garbage sweep, and Thiago just kicked his leg
George.
right out of position.
It's amazing. You look at Diogo, he looks like a kid, and you would have a hard time explaining how he's basically a superhero, man.
It's my kid's favorite jiu-jitsu athlete right now. They are all excited about Baby Shark competing every single time. Big Thiago with an immediate guard pull. If you notice, Thiago did this. There's this guard pull sweep combination that's been coming back. We see kind of Duarte doing it. We see a lot of the athletes, more so in the higher belts, doing it. It's basically like a closed guard pull to a almost like a scissor sweep, all at the exact same time. Thiago was trying to hit it there, but Frazon did a very good job of countering and just like launching his hips to eliminate that sweep.
Mika tried to do it twice against Otavio Nolati
Exactly.
at BJJ Stars a couple of weeks ago.
A little bit harder in that situation, but for Mika Galvão, anything's possible. Diogo Reis locks up the close guard, tangling that lapel. Nice little modified grip there under the leg. Looks like we got a little squid guard action going. Yeah, Diogo's pace, once he starts his attacks, is just so smooth. He just continues to keep going, and he gets this momentum until he scores or gets the win. Just beautiful thing to watch. Very entertaining athlete. Again, getting that optimal sweeping position from the bottom, trying to align his hips with his opponents, constantly looking for grips, trying to break the posture of his opponent is Diogo Reis.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. Sometimes he's going, you can tell he's going full swing, but the flow, the connection from one move to the other, and how he follows his opponent's moves as well. It's just beautiful to watch, beautiful. If jiu-jitsu was a language, this is fluency.
I love it. Just off-balancing his opponent to the left, tangling his leg up to the right, just constant threat of sweep, submission, you know, just constantly moving is Diogo Reis.
And Jonathan right there is out of options as well. He doesn't have a whole lot of options. Got his leg control, he's got a...
Look at that.
Now he comes up.
Beautiful job by Diogo Reis. This is where the wrestling of Diogo is going to come into play, but Frazon doing a good job of countering. Both athletes working towards the outside.
Leaving it all on the mat.
I like how Diogo, he sets up his sweeps. If he feels like the sweep is not going to happen, he extends his legs, you know, creates this huge distance, enough for him to get to his feet, gets that double pant grip and tries to take him down. Wasn't able to do so in that situation, but one of his most common attacks from the young man from Manaus.
We still got almost 6 minutes to go. There's a lot of action left.
Oh, Frazon with a nice takedown attempt there on Thiago. Thiago countering with the wrestling here. Megalodon almost ate our table here. See what I did there?
I have to confess, I was a little scared.
Yeah.
I got my grips on my chair here.
Diogo Reis pulling guard once again.
Trying to knee slice right there. Diego does a good job retaining guard, putting that leg, good sleeve control, putting that leg across Jonathan's upper body right there. Now it seems like he's got a little bit of a lasso going. Control of the leg. This guy, Jonathan's right leg completely controlled. Now he's inverting. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to sweep him back. He's going to try to get underneath. Try to sweep him back. Beautiful to watch. Now it seems like they're going to go for either not a toe hold anymore, but maybe a foot lock. And Diogo sweeps him once again. 2 points for Diogo Reis with 4:22 to go. Diogo's got really good positioning on top right there. Good control, good pressure. He might try to go to the back right here. He's able to slide his knee to the back. Might close the deal. We don't have the view of his grips, but we can see the pressure, and he did it.
Diogo Reis gets the 3 points with the pass. If you look on his belt, it actually says Megalodon, so I am officially going to change his name from Diogo Megalodon Reis, with all due respect. Now Diogo working to the mount position. Frazon doing a great job of countering, establishing a half guard.
Formerly known as Baby Shark.
That's it.
No, he's a Megalodon. And now it starts to feel like it's quicksand.
Yeah.
He's got set up for another pass right there. Jonathan Frazon.
Frazon is frustrated. Frazon is frustrated right now. Diogo Reis getting to the back of Frazon. Works the collar with the choke entanglement there. Looking from this angle.
He's got a lapel wrapped up on his neck.
He's got the lapel. He's going in.
All wrapped up right there. He's pushing the back of the head. Applying pressure. He's going to...
And gets the submission. Diogo Reis
does it. Megalodon gets it done.
One of the stars of the Boys from Manaus documentary here live on, which is exclusively on FloGrappling. Diogo Reis, teammate of Fabrício André, and of course Mika Galvão under Professor Melky Galvão, gets it done. Is here at Brasileiros and is showing the world and his home country of Brazil why he is the best of the best. Congratulations, Diogo Reis, winner by submission here at the 2023 Brasileiro.
Came with a mission, looked for the sub the whole time, ended up getting it. Now, Jonathan didn't sell it cheap. He did not sell it cheap. He did a good job, kept the pressure, did his best. In the end, this time was not enough. After all, we're talking about Diogo Reis coming for the Brazilian Nationals.
All right, coming up next, we have Julio Suso Arantes from Qatar BJJ Vision Brazil against Isaac Dotterlane from Aliança.
Isaac gave us an interview yesterday. Seemed really relaxed, really looking forward to fight today again.
He made it clear that he wasn't going home with just an acai. He's gonna go home with a gold medal in his suitcase.
Didn't come here for the pictures. It's really nice. Let's see what he's got for us.
Isaac Dotterlane against Julio Souza Arantes. Dotterlane in the white kimono. Double guard pull right away, but Isaac on immediately gets the foot and is attacking them. There it is. 15 seconds. Isaac Dotterlane just tapped out his opponent in 15 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
What a submission and what a way to make a statement here in Brazil. Isaac Dotterlane, the gringo, comes to the Brasileiros, taps out his opponent in the quarterfinals in 15 seconds. Wow.
That was just amazing. Great job by Isaac Dotterlane. Gets it done in 15 seconds. Dude's not playing around, Ricardo.
The intensity here in Brazil is not just from the Brazilian athletes, it's the entire arena. Everyone that walks through that door is feeling the heat, not just from Sao Paulo, but the energy levels of all the athletes and this competition with its deep history. We'll be right back, guys, with the next match. In just a second, it should be Mateus Judy Honda against Thiago Siqueira Chagas. Coming up soon, guys. Okay, we are back. We're going to be taking you mid-match to Kleber Caldestino, Kleber de Souza Fernandez against Anderson Delfino Duarte. Kleber on the bottom of Anderson Delfino Duarte.
Kleber does not sell it cheap. He's already there looking for an inversion. Talked to him earlier yesterday. He was so happy that he was going to get to fight here in his hometown. He lives just a few miles away from here. Doesn't have to travel, doesn't get jet lagged, none of that. Just trains and gets here. Now, seems like he just got a sweep right there, got his 2 points. Match is almost even. He's behind by 2 advantages.
Kleber Caldestino de Souza Fernandez from Atos Jiu-Jitsu, Almeida Jiu-Jitsu against Anderson Delfino Duarte. Kleber on top now. Looking to open the guard or the 50-50.
Under 4 minutes to go. These guys can make a lot happen in 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, Kleber's a ball full of energy. Once he gets his leg free, watch this.
You don't want to let him move.
There it is. Starting to stack now. Works, gets the hips up nice and high. He was looking to get the hips up high and shoot that arm all the way to the far collar to establish back control. Kleber on the attack now, flattens out his opponent. He's almost got the passing points. His opponent doing whatever he can to try to not
surviving.
Yeah, he's just not giving up that pass. And Kleber now doubling down, going for the armbar attack. He knew he couldn't stabilize the pass, so he figures why not? He's going for the arm.
He's still going.
Rolls it out, gets to the great Jujikatami position or spiderweb if you're a 10th Planet protege, and he's got the armbar. He's gonna get the submission. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left. He's in a great position, but it's so far towards the edge, and he straightens it out at the last second there. He's got it towards the edge. I hope they don't stop this match because Kleber is gonna finish this with an armbar if he could just hold on. Oh, and his opponent escapes.
Survives it. Great defense right there. Protected that arm with everything he had.
And I love the fact that he just, wasn't able to get that pass, and he was like, screw it, I'm going for that arm. He just didn't want to play to the bounds and play, a strategic game. He wanted that submission. And at the end of the day, it's also part of the strategy, because if you hit an armbar at the edge of the mat, even if you're on the edge of the mat and if the opponent rolls out again, you're going to get.
It's still great strategy.
Exactly. So it's a really interesting play, and that comes with a lot of experience from Caldestino.
And it also shows the heart of the fighter.
Yes.
The mindset, what he really came here to do. He knows he's behind on advantages, but he's looking for the submission as well. Now he got under 2.5 minutes, and they go right back into action.
Caldestino with that outside, looked like an outside single, like I blinked for a sec. And he is up 4-2 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. The Almeida Jiu-Jitsu Torcida is in full effect behind him.
The Almeida Torcida they are always loud. They bring so many people to every single tournament, and they chant, they scream, they provoke you a bit. It's always fun to watch.
Kleber standing in that close guard. Looking
Kleber
at the
is relentless. He wants to keep moving. Back into full guard.
Minute and a half left to go. Kleber really trying to not make any mistakes here, because a simple standing of posture incorrectly, if he's to get off balance, if he's swept to mount, he loses this match.
Can cost you the fight.
I mean, he's only up by 2 points. So according to my calculations, my math is not that good, but his opponent would get 6, which would win.
With under a minute to go, that's a terrible idea. You don't want to do anything funny right there.
And you know, now that it's going to be a little bit of pressure now because the referee knows, like, hey, Kleber, you're going to have to start really trying to sell this pass. You can't just hold on to the lapels. You can't just stand up every few seconds. You actually got to try to pass here.
20 seconds to go. He knows he's got this. If he just doesn't make any mistakes, he knows he has it. But Delfino's not about to just give up. Keeps it going, got underneath that leg, he's gonna try to get up. Kleber defends it, gets it done. Moves on to the next round. Kleber clandestino. Celebrating with his teammates right there. We're going to get to the official result right there. Kleber clandestino moves on to the next round. Now we got Fabricio Andre coming up. Fabricio Andre just walking in. Hokage is ready to do his work, but he has a tough battle ahead of him. This kid is a recent black belt, but he is a world champion, a brown belt. I had the opportunity to roll with him this week, and the kid was ready to go. He's looking forward to do what he does, and he's happy that he's got Fabricio Andre. Let's see what they have for us today.
Hokage with the power up, white kimono, is on the mat looking to pass the guard of his opponent here, Sebastian Ernesto Serpa from Outer Heaven. Sebastian now calling Hokage down. He's like, come on, why don't you come down to the mat and play jiu-jitsu with me instead of trying to pass from the outside. Hokage looks like he's revved him up there with a nice long step pass attempt. Look how he's able to change levels just so fluidly. Hit that long step attempt. Sebastian now with the counter. Hokage in a nice knee cut position there, even though his opponent's got the leg laced inside.
And that's what Sebastian wants to do. He was calling him, and Hokage doesn't shy away from a good challenge. So let's see what they have now that they're tangled up. Now this is a fight. They got into it really early.
Hokage on top, looking to pass the guard.
This is Sebastian's world right there. He's playing to Sebastian's strength.
Sebastian's a good lasso player. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And he's got the long legs for it too, right?
Likes to get underneath, likes to shoot triangles from there. Let's see if that's going to be enough for Fabricio Andre.
Hokage continues to change levels, foot stomp, foot on the wrist, countering, changing it, directions of his passing, long step, raising up. He's just constantly moving from position to position to position. Doesn't even look like he's breathing heavy at all.
Such an athletic match, and let's see if they have 10 minutes of this.
And it's crazy because he does so much movement. He's not even scoring, but he'll still keep that pace, whether he's scoring or not, the entirety of the match, which means his drilling sessions must be ridiculous. Fabricio Hokage, Andre, another athlete from Manaus, Brazil, here at the Brasileiros.
It's interesting that Fabricio is he's got his hand right there in that lasso control, but Fabricio is trying to gripped the lapel, which was interesting. That it was taking away his own mobility. Let's see if he gets out of there now. Sebastian almost got the sweep there.
There it is. Sebastian scoring off Fabricio Andre.
Leading the score, 2-0.
I mean, you said it. He wanted this match. He's excited. He's happy for this match. So maybe he's got some answers for Andre. It looks like he's been studying his game and he's doing exactly what he needs to control Andre here. Andre now up on top, 2-2 with 6. You know, and it's funny because when it's 2-2, 6.5 left, it's almost like nothing happened.
Yeah,
because there's so much more that can happen with 6.5 minutes left in this match here.
Especially with these guys.
Yeah.
There's that's an eternity right there. But by now they studied each other, they felt each other, and now Fabricio knows what he's up against.
He knows the level of what he's doing. Maybe not the actual techniques are surprising him, but now he's been able to feel his strength, feel his pace, understand what techniques and combinations he's hitting. So now he's got a regame plan to throw a whole new system of passing in play, or just go back to what he does best with that foot stomp. And look at his pinnings that he's doing here, this leg pin passing attempt here.
Yeah, he keeps doing that. That can't feel good, right?
Now it's very annoying.
But once he got swept, I think he knows the level of the opposition right now. And it's interesting that Melk is not asking him to change the strategy. By now they know that they're playing into Sebastian's comfort zone. They know that they're there and they want to beat it. Melky looks very calm, keeps giving him instructions to do more of the same. So they're very confident on what they're doing. Now Melky seems a little bit upset, a little bit frustrated, I guess.
Yeah, because
that they got into this entanglement. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I think he's frustrated because Fabricio is sitting back, trying a technique to escape the entanglement, but almost giving up points in the process. And I think that's what's frustrating Melky. I don't think Fabricio cares about the points. He's more interested in what's happening in the moment of trying to defeat these techniques. So what I'm trying to say is he was entangled, he fell back, almost giving up 2 points, and there's no points awarded yet. But if Sebastian gets up, because they're both essentially on their side still, no one has accomplished top position. If Sebastian can get on top, he can get to 2. But Fabricio is just like, don't worry, Melky, I got this. I know what I'm doing. I'll fall back, and he's not going to be sweeping me back. But too much time has happened, and they're both getting stalling calls for this attempt because they both stayed in this neutral position for too long.
Seems like neither were trying to evolve from there. So Fabricio had a little surprise there. He was ready for a triangle. So he had been waiting probably for that moment.
That's what I mean. He comes with these very unorthodox techniques that might cost him a point, but he's thinking long term. He's thinking it doesn't matter if I lose 2 because I'm going to get 4 later, or I'm going to hit a triangle, or I'm going to get his back. He's got this long-term plan. It's like he's in the Matrix, and we have no idea what he sees. We only see what's on the surface level of what he's doing, but his game plan in that kid's head is so in-depth. He has this covered. He's playing an entirely different game than we are.
There's levels to this, right? Sebastian looks perfectly happy to do what he is doing. As long as Fabricio doesn't take me out of my comfort zone, I'm happy to do this for 10 minutes.
Yeah, very impressed with Sebastian's, I mean, you know, the ability to even get to this point with Fabricio Andre. We're talking about a guy that's, you know, finished the World Championship finals with a flying triangle in under a minute. You know, one of the most deadliest competitors in the game is Fabricio Andre. And Sebastian is doing a lot to throw him out of his game. He's definitely disrupting the pace that Fabricio likes to play with. Even though Fabricio has this long-term game plan, it's not an easy one.
He's been presenting an interesting puzzle there for Fabricio. Hasn't been able to completely figure it out. Gets really close. Got his long-term plan.
Look at the passing
almost there.
The passing attempts of Fabricio. Again, he has probably passed side to side at adjusted levels 945 times in this match alone. More than we do probably drilling in a year, Marcelo. But this guy is doing it. He's not, his mouth is closed, which means he's still got, you know, full wind. He's doing good, but he's, you know, unfazed, just continues to attack.
This is really interesting because it's match is tied, Ricardo.
Yeah, and this is where it gets this is where the grind is. This is that last 2 minutes where, you know, sometimes players are just known for only playing in the last 2 minutes. You know, and this is what happens. Now we're 1 minute and 4 to go. It's risk versus reward. If Fabricio risks the pass too much, Sebastian can use those long legs to sweep him or even off balance him for an advantage like he just tried right now. But at the same time, if Sebastian doesn't become the aggressor here and have strong grips and have attempts, that's going to leave an opening for Fabricio to attack him. So they're both in a similar situation. The points are even. They both have to do something, but they have to be careful in the process.
And also, if this goes to the decision, we know pretty much where this decision is going, right?
Sebastian, it's in Brazil. Come on.
Fabricio Andre lives an hour from here.
I kid. Fabricio knows that as well. So Fabricio passing side to side. Again, trying to show
5 seconds to go
that he can seal the deal here.
I am very impressed with this kid. Look at them. They're laughing, not even like breathing through their mouths.
Yeah. Super impressed by Sebastian in this match. Great job.
And maybe a good rivalry has been born today. They'll see each other at Worlds.
Sebastian Ernesto Serpa from Outer Heaven does a great job against Fabricio Andre, but let's see what the judges decide here. And it's definitive, unanimous
decision
for Fabricio Andre from Team Melky Galvão Jiu-Jitsu. We're going to take a quick break, guys. We'll be right back with more action from the 2023 Brasileiro. Brasileiro of Jiu-Jitsu, we have João Pedro Bisnaga Mendes against Alessandro Sodre from Nova União. The Atos athlete on top with the blue kimono, attacking the Nova União athlete on the bottom. Bisnaga representing Atos Jiu-Jitsu and Team Andre Galvão. Andre Galvão is here in attendance, cornering his athlete. Rodrigo Feijão, loud as ever, cornering Sodre. Biznaga on top. Trying to get through that lasso guard. That's the nickname there, Biznaga, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful passing attempt there. Lateral pass back into like a Toriano, but hard to do when the lasso grip is on your sleeve. You're not really going to break through that unless you have enough torque on that Toriano pass in the end. João Mendes continuing to stalk and looking to break the grips there. He's free from that lasso grip, but Sodré taking it back, lacing his leg back up, getting that grip on the sleeve once again. Now he's got double lasso. He had it there for a sec. Biznaga breaking free on the other side. Now he's tangled up on the right side. Sodré looking to have very comfortable lasso positioning on both sides, left and right, which is super important. Biznaga has got to be careful on top. Sodré doing a great job looking for that far side leg, using the lapel to help control Biznaga's left leg.
He's been looking, even though he's got control on both sides a few times in this match, he's been looking for that sweep to João's left side since the beginning of the match, which João might have caught up to it. He's defending it really well. Let's see. Ref sets them up again. We're back into action. He's going to do, and he goes. Now he's got control on the other side. Let's see if he's going to try to sweep to the right of his opponent. Got double lasso control. That's his world as well. It's really well positioned there. João does a good job distributing his weight to his left side right there. Tried to evolve the position, got his hand free. Pressures the leg, do a little shin pin for a second, got out, right back into half guard.
Yeah, it's lasso and 50-50 lapel are two of these positions that they're so effective to score, but at the same time can absolutely be used to control and slow down the match when needed. So we see that from time to time. Certain athletes do it more than others, but Biznaga does not care what position he's in. And he's looking to pass laterally, trying to just make space. Huge movements for little details.
And Alex Sodré does a great job of guard retention right there. When it seems like he's in trouble, he's able to get back in guard again.
Sodré's guard must be so frustrating to pass because he just keeps lacing those legs left and right, left and right. He's able to just control those sleeves and just nullify any sort of positional passing that João Mendes can get to.
Never lets go of that sleeve control. Never loses that sleeve control. And very active as well. It doesn't seem like he's trying to finish. He's looking for the sweep relentlessly, but hasn't threatened with a submission yet. Maybe he's going to pull something out of his sleeve right there, but so far, just threatening with sweeps, with different grips, different grip configurations. Match completely tied. Let's see if they can score. Just under 5 minutes to go. Very active match. For the first time, he off-balances João really well, but he comes right back up. Lacing that leg. João does a good job defending, putting that knee inside, trying to pass once again, and for the first time he gets that advantage, almost passing. Got good control right there. Let's see if he can take it to the ground. Another advantage is leading Alex Sodré by 2 advantages. If he can, good job by Alex Sodré. Defending a possible takedown, facing his opponent. I have the feeling he's going to pull guard immediately. He's going to switch it up a little bit, trying to mix it up and play a little judo now. Trying to confuse his opponent. Does not shy away. Let's see their stand-up game. So now we're changing positions. João is going to play guard. Let's see what Alex Sodré has in his passing game right there. Good job controlling the pants now. Invade the next mat. Now Alex Sodré almost got in trouble there. He was ready to talk to the ref.
Biznaga got a penalty there.
Penalized right there, walking back.
He's doing it again. He's got to be careful here. That's his, he's going to get it again.
Keeps walking back. Now Alex Sodré got in trouble for kicking his opponent's leg. Just a little aggressive judo.
Yeah. João Mendes has got to be careful. He keeps going to the outside. Nice little counter attempt at the end, but he's got to be careful. And you got Rodrigo Feijo freaking out here. Now 2 points for Sodré based on the penalties from Biznaga. He keeps making the same mistake. He's got to stop going towards the outside.
Andre Galvão is livid outside. Both Andre and Angelica and Feijo livid out there.
There it is. That's what Biznaga's got to do. He's got to pull with full intentions of scoring, and he does. He's attacking the leg, entangling the leg, trying to work to the back there for a sec. Now he's got a good off-balancing position on Sodré. If he could get to the top, he's still in trouble because he's down by penalties. He's going to have to score with the pass right away.
And we got under 2 minutes to go. Now, Alex Sodré has a good control on the sleeve right there, which keeps João from posting on his elbow to come up. Now Biznaga's got to do something.
Yeah.
Because this position will not move. Now he's 4 behind, it looks like.
Oh, and it's risk versus reward. Biznaga was relentless with the attempts, but he opened up, and Sodre works to the back. He was able to use that opening as an opportunity to get to the back of João Mendes.
Now we've got a minute to go. We are on once again, and I love how Lucas Pinheiro looks so excited to come for this match. He just came in with the great Leandro Low, big jump, high jump right here, slapped the floor, ready to go. Almost scored 2 right there.
Lucas Pinheiro against Carlos Alberto Oliveira.
Right, looks like Lucas is gonna try to pass. Got control of the pants on the left side. He might try to invert, starting to avoid the sleeve control right there. Going for the collar control. Pressure passing.
As we mentioned earlier, Lucas Pinheiro, super focused, super intense. You know, not an inch of alleviation of pressure from Lucas Pinheiro from top or bottom. He makes connections so strong in every position. He's giving maximum effort to maintain and to utilize, and he is trying to smash the guard of his opponent here, Carlos Alberto. And it's a good strategy because Carlos Alberto's got this like wide guard. You don't want to give him any space to play his game. Lucas Pinheiro is not doing that. He's smashing those legs together. He's dominating grips. He's just slowly, inch by inch, looking to pass and get to a better position.
Doing it old school style, inch by inch, pressure, no space whatsoever. And Lucas Pinheiro is one of those small guys that he can generate huge amounts of pressure from every position. Like you said, he's very active, and it seems like he's frustrating his opponent a little bit here.
Yeah, he does a great job of just like
doing
pressure,
everything.
Yeah, pressure, forcing his opponent to open up so that immediately he'll see him jump to the back or jump to a pass or something else.
Doing everything with bad intentions. Now, Andre Galvão giving him instructions right there. It seems like he's doing hand motions of a Toreando pass. Couldn't quite tell what he was saying, but motion with his hands looked like that.
Pinheiro on the attack.
Very good. Just get out. Ref is going to bring him to the middle again. Now Lucas Pinheiro, who's been working on his social media game as well as his jiu-jitsu game.
Yeah, he's learning how to become a professional jiu-jitsu athlete. It's not all about wins, losses, and training. It's a little bit more than that. But he's doing a great job. I think everyone at Atos is really upping their social media game and understanding the importance of brand building and not just guard passing skills.
Not just guard passing skills, which they're great at, by the way, but
absolutely,
it's a little bit more than that. All right, got good control on the pants right there with his left arm. I can't quite see from here where his, okay, he's got bottom of the pants with his right hand. Can see it now. Pressure with his head.
Yeah, the attempt that he's doing here is really shutting down the mobility in the hips of Carlos Alberto because he's got the grip behind his butt on the pant and then pinning that left leg down, not just with a grip on his sleeve, but using his left leg to staple the bottom of the shin. What that does is essentially force him into this like really crappy lasso game that he can't play. You know, there's not much he could do other than loop his right foot over the shoulder of Pinheiro, and that's not going to do much. So expect to see Pinheiro using this passing pinning pressure to possibly get under the leg and pass to the left side completely, or look for him to get that right hand of the collar for a long step pass, or even go for the leg and to try to attack it. But there's a lot of options from this position.
He's got options, his opponent doesn't. And what he's doing is that he's putting his opponent in his discomfort zone.
Yes.
This has Andre Galvão written all over it. I can totally see Andre saying, don't let him move.
Yes, exactly.
Because that's what Carlos Alberto wants to do. If he starts chaining attacks, you're in trouble. If you can't move, you're in trouble. You're going to have a lot of things to worry about. But with the shin pin and good grips he has, grips on the pants, now the grip on the back, it can get interesting. It's like he decided to come back again. He might try a knee slice right there. Uh-oh, I don't think this was really in the plans. Andre Galvão telling him to posture up.
Carlos Alberto's got that triangle.
Going for the arm now.
He looks like he sealed the deal. His arm is bent. He's got the angle. Can he submit Lucas Pinheiro here at the 2023 Brasileiro? He's got 5 minutes left to go.
5 minutes to work this position. Andre seems confident that he's defending it. This does not look good, Ricardo.
Pinheiro stepping over, trying to get space to free his head.
Great job by Carlos Alberto right there. Great attack. Now he's doing it old school, lacing the leg right there to avoid a batistaca. Remember how back in the day we would be told to do triangles like this, holding the leg so they don't go
and he's
rampage on us?
Something is telling me that angle is just not working. That's why he's going for the armbar. Is Carlos Alberto. Lucas legs over, and he's going to get that head out.
Lucas, get out of it.
Beautiful escape.
Lucas just got out of a very tight triangle. Crowd goes crazy here.
To the back does Lucas Pinheiro now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fight.
Lucas on the collar.
Look at it. He gets the tap.
Oh my God.
Lucas Pinheiro gets the tap. Oh my goodness. Look at this guy.
That may be comeback of the year. Fully locked triangle. He looked dead to rights. Lucas Pinheiro looked dead to rights, got out of that triangle by putting his legs over, escaped his head, got to the back of his opponent, got the collar, and made him tap. Comeback of the year. I'm calling it right now. 2023, Lucas Pinheiro over Carlos Alberto.
This is it. Comeback of the century, man.
That was awesome.
That was a great fight. He's like, no, 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 I will not be denied this. And he wins the fight. What a heart. Beautiful fight, beautiful technique, beautiful defensive and offensive jiu-jitsu. And he gets it done. Still celebrating. Great job by the Atos athlete.
Guys, if you're watching this at home on the free YouTube channel, if you're watching at home on the free YouTube stream, we're going to conclude our free broadcast, but you can continue to watch all the action on FloGrappling.com. We're going to bring you the rest of the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals here from the 2023 Brasileiro of Jiu-Jitsu coming your way on FloGrappling.com.
If you don't come to FloGrappling.com to watch this, you do not love Jiu-Jitsu. This is a great day of fights here in Barueri, Brazil. We have next Diogo Reis after this great comeback, the comeback of the year by Lucas Pinheiro. Diogo Reis is ready to get in action next. The whole stadium applaud. Everybody applauding this fight. Carlos Alberto, great, great fight. Lucas Pinheiro was in deep trouble, deep waters right there. He comes back. He comes back. And now he's got a big smile on his face. Celebrating still. Glory.
And after that, if you put